Alright, that's the start streaming button. That's the wrong... Off to a great start. Buttons. Okay. I think we're here. And I don't think anyone's here yet. Is there a place to show how many viewers I have? Da-ba-da. All right. Just wait for anyone. What's this? I don't know what that is. Da-da-da. Just test out some buttons here. Does that do something? No idea. Okay. Da, da, da. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Ba-rum-bum-bum-bum. I wonder if the thumbnail changed. I didn't set a thumbnail, so it's just green. This is the story of a man named Stanley. Can I set up chat delay? Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. About 10 seconds between a chat message and womp womp womp. Sitting here at my desk pushing buttons. I am employee number 427. Hello, Nicholas. I guess this is enough people to go. How's everything sounding so far?
This is the story of a man
What do you think?
Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Employee number
Employee
427.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Press space
This
bar
is what
for...
employee 427 did
Is he really that
every
accurate?
day of every month of every year.
Several
Others might
milliseconds.
have considered it soul-rending. Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this
As
job.
though he had been made exactly for this job. They modded him into the office many
And then
a
one
year
day,
ago.
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
I wonder if we're
Never
ever
in
to
all
find out
his
the
years
answer.
at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
All right. It's time to start our adventure.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly.
Hard to
The thing to do
commentate
now,
while
Stanley
people
thought
are
to himself,
talking.
is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will
Forever.
be happy. Stanley waited.
Anything
Hours
interesting in the
passed,
office
then
here?
days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
We
But the
can't
one thing he
zoom
knew for
in.
sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
I hate
Soon,
Mondays.
soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit
You get an
closer.
achievement for getting your
Now
first
it's even
achievement.
closer. Here it comes.
Let me out! Great first ending. Okay, can I move the chat window here so closer to my field of view? Alright. So far, I don't think the office is any much different than it was originally. Probably.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
What
could
could
it
this
mean?
mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What to do?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Let's see. Pencils, pen. Wasn't there like a long-term ending if you press all of the monitors or buttons? I don't remember. There's all sorts of new options. Alright, moving right along. Beep. Wonder where my first new decision will be. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Who farted? Who farted? Okay, plant. Awaiting input. Oh, yes, it was this one. Over multiple playthroughs, you press something. Surname, access, yada yada. I can't read that. Nobody's gonna need that. I've played this game often enough that I know.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes,
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth?
absolutely.
No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
5
I
clicks.
suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Come on, let me in.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes.
Here we go.
50 clicks.
Let me in.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It
I
has
wonder
to
if
be
they
a true
change
reward for
any of
valiant
this.
effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Hustle,
I want to see
Stanley.
commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. I can never find my way around this office. Okay, I hate Mondays. Box with a telephone in it. The broom closet ending. Oh, everything's coming back to me. Where's 15, 16, 17? Ah, yes. Click, click, click.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Your Vega commenting makes it hard to tell what you're talking about. 437. I mean, it goes straight from 430. I think the window's kind of like a later thing because none of this has quite the... well, count me corrected. Let's finish the achievement first.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, door 415. Let's give it 10
415.
clicks or so.
Let's go. Forgot what number we were after. I think it was 15.
Now, back to door number 437.
Let's go, let's go. Okay, yeah,
Let's see.
437.
How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm
Let's
really
go.
feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Imagine not knowing anything about this game, and the
Okay,
first
now
thing
go climb
I
on
go
employee
for
419's desk.
is just clicking a door. Come on.
Yes!
There we go.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Knowing your city. 416. I think it's back over here.
We've almost got
go.
it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Do it again! Let's go.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes!
Yeah!
We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
Absolutely.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
What was I thinking? I was thinking. Let's go. Liminal
First,
spaces
Stanley
are
assumed he'd
really
broken the
weird.
map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
This is a
He
small
then praised the
room.
game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination
This is
of
a
structural
great
narrative tropes.
examination of structural
now that you're
narrative
here,
tropes,
what do
I
you
gotta
think?
say.
Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
It's a little
Why
small.
don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Nah.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
Probably not.
Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first
This is a
place.
Matrix
Now, think about
reference.
it.
I don't know
Would
much
it be
about the
worth it for you to restart
Matrix,
and then come
but
back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time.
hang on.
What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Aw.
Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Yeah, as I was saying, I think this is a Matrix reference, like with the white room and then the yes or no, or the blue pill, right pill. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Matrix. Okay. I guess we gotta restart.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let's go press
Stanley
the
decided to
button
go to the
before we
meeting room.
go.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's a different desk this time, isn't it? Okay, which desk are you? There we are. Input received. Thank you. Now here's the question. What if we
No
go
matter how hard Stanley
back up
looked, he
out
couldn't
the
find
window?
a trace of his co-workers.
You know, everyone's like the red or
At
blue
first,
pill.
Stanley assumed he'd broken
What
the
if I
map
take the same
until he
pill
heard this narration
twice?
and realized it was part of the game's design
my
all
question.
along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of
You
structural
keep talking, narrator. I'm gonna eat an M&M.
Now that you're here,
If
what
I
do you
don't drop
think?
them all.
Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Alright, here's the plan.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened?
Alright. I think that's good enough.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, once we reach the 2 doors, I'm gonna need some input. On a scale from 1 to 10, how disobedient should I be through this playthrough?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Where's the... Are you in here somewhere? Boop. Press all the buttons until I find what I'm looking for. Beep, beep. Not you, not you. Not you, definitely not you. Copy machine. Okay. I don't know. Just pick a number.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's fairly interesting. It's fun. So many new options. Like, well, actually, there's no new options so far. Let's go for the completely obstinate
This was not the correct way
ending.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
5, about midway. I don't exactly remember how to get to the adventure line ending. We'll find something.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Absolutely.
Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Number 1,
Stanley simply
Dad,
stood
I
here,
hate
drinking
Mondays,
it all in.
and what's the other one say? Not that I can reach it from here. Fuel.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yep.
Really worth it.
Absolutely worth it. What is...
At this point,
I don't know what it
Stanley's
is.
obsession with this room bordered on creepy.
Thanks.
And reflected poorly on his overall personality.
My personality is whatever you say it
This
is.
is why everyone left. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Not today.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. What am I supposed to do other than that? Door? Oh, yeah, the door's closed behind you. Like that isn't important game design. Minecraft ending. I feel like Minecraft today. You just quit playing the Stanley playable and go play Minecraft instead. Warning, do not jump from the cargo lift. Hello? I want to go with...
Look, Stanley,
There's
I think
so
perhaps
many
we've gotten
options.
off on the wrong foot here.
You can,
I'm
like...
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Imagine if
I
they just
realize that
packaged up the
investing your
game and
trust in someone
sold
else
the
can be
exact
difficult,
same thing
but
again.
The fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
That'd be crazy.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Absolutely.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Can we
Give me a chance.
get in that door? I know in the original game you jump off and you die a gruesome death, but... Can we get out that door? Interesting. Yeah, there's like... Where exactly would they have room for a new ending in such a well-crafted place? Okay. Okay, so I don't remember how to get to the Minecraft ending. No buckets past this point. Good thing I can't carry buckets. Yes.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Just where might a new ending be? Just... Is this the way to...
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, red door, red door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red
All right, fine.
door.
Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Yes.
don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do
Absolutely.
not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
More
What did you
endings.
want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
I wanted to possess a bicycle.
So far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design.
Ah,
and you
yes,
can give
this
me
is
some
the
feedback.
Minecraft ending. I wonder if they've
There we go. A third
updated.
option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I kind of want to go back down at one of these doors.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
About 2. I haven't
Now, this
seen
is
any
useful.
new endings yet.
Didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain. Big steps we've made here today, Stanley.
I think I may have ruptured a spleen walking
Here,
through that
based
door.
on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Bum,
Let's take a
bum.
look.
Alright. Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. So many doors. Endings. I wonder if there's actually anyone online. Did you know only the worst 3% of players? Ah, yeah, this is... How long does it take you to get to the correct door? I think everything's the same so far.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Absolutely.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Let's go.
Let me boot it up.
Let's play games.
In this game,
Oh.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Yeah.
I think the art world will really take notice.
Absolutely.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Yep.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Yep. How do I press buttons again?
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
What do we have here?
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ba-da-bump. So far, 0 out of 10, no new Well, this is new.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
This is definitely
What's our
new.
backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Space puffs.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the
What is
experience
this
of total
game?
mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I don't recognize this game in the slightest. Who watches the Fire Watch? I don't know. I wonder what game this is. I asked that question 1,000 times, but... just... Can I set fire to the building? Is that... what does that do? Probably connects to the stove. I may just be dumb. Ah, da, da. Okay, I guess we're going places. Yay, how?
No, it can't be.
What can't be? Branching paths? A sign? I keep wanting to jump.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
Is that an exit?
Heavens, we avoided.
Can I get through there?
We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
Let me out.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Bird.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Rocket League! I know this one.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had.
I'm not even a car.
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Alright, goal. Get lost. I'm going to the blue goal.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
Is wander off the name of the game, or are you asking me to go wander off somewhere?
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Did they increase my movement speed? Ooh.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Well, this...
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come.
Fun. Well, time to wander off somewhere. Well, I did it. I wandered. Off. Didn't this one just take you back to... I cannot see a thing. But if I remember this, didn't it just take you back to the original Stanley Parable map? I mean, yeah, this looks like it, and then the answer was go back, down. But I wonder what else we might be able to find. Since they've expanded the endings. Nothing. What was it, Half-Life that they modded it off of originally? I'm just wondering now. Don't worry. I can see just about as much as you can. Which is nothing. Except for that light. Employee number 427. I'm gonna go press some buttons. Yep. Press the buttons, close the door. I still cannot see a thing. Wasn't there supposed to be something that happened when you got in here? Hang on. Accessibility settings. No, I can't change the brightness. Whee. Well, I can't. I cannot see. Now I can't see it all.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
Is this the same thing he says
I
normally?
can wait.
Probably. Alright, I've got a specific ending in mind. Let's go and see it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I wonder what kind
Perhaps
of
he had
person
simply
just
missed a memo.
sits here and
No
sharpens
matter how hard
pencils
Stanley
all day.
looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright. Okay, let's go. Oh, bump, 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 bump. Okay. Huh. Cool. Mismatch the doors. Yeah, I remember this in the original game. Every so often there'd be a rare chance that the hallway would be extended.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, if you say so, sir. White void.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Meeting room
Feeling a wave
schedule.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Rip Franz. Poor Franz. Da-da-da-dam, ba-ba-da-bam. Everyone is unique, most of all, you. Broom closet! Let me in.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I love the broom closet ending. Did you get the broom closet ending? It's my favorite ending.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
There's a broom in here. And a mop bucket. Without a mop, I mean, what other reason would there to be in here?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
You call this
He's
broom?
literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
This broom is the best interactable in the game.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
I'd like to think
Please
I'm
offer me
crawling
some
on the floor.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Wrench. Look at the quality on this wrench. Would
You do
stack
realize
it
there's
on
no
top
choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Stanley. Do they have the console commands? Change it to the
Maybe to you,
Raphael.
this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?"
Yes, I got the broom closet ending.
Was my favorite.
It was my favorite
I
too.
hope your friends find this concerning.
Friends, do you find this ending concerning?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
Thank you.
He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
It was my
That or with
sister.
drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Stanley.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby.
I have no
so
friends
as to
here.
ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
You know the way he talks about, like, you're human? It makes me think that he's not human. Sure, he's a disembodied voice, but it makes me think he's not human. It's buzzing. We'll wait here just a little bit longer. There's probably nothing more. Oh, imagine Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Did you get the new and improved Ultra Broom Closet ending? You gotta stay in the broom closet, rotate 3 counterclockwise, and then I think I'm good.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Thanks.
I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Broom closet ending, yeah. Is this the same broom closet? Most likely. I'm just weird. And then again. And again. And again. Just spend a 24-hour stream in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. If you say so. Executive bathroom. Because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Ah, yes, a mirror that shows nothing. Door kind of behaved weird. Okay. Good enough. Is this where the... Yeah, this is where the input is. The beige pages. Guys? I don't remember this door ever being an option. Guys, my heart is going all thippity thumpity. I'm like, I don't remember this at all. Business strategy, murder the pandas. This feels weird. Just feels... Going upstairs. Sure, I do remember an elevator, but I don't remember an elevator being here. Not yet. I'm not locked out of the office yet. That's the ending I was going for. But then I found this elevator. Okay, I'm getting a feeling that I knew about this elevator before.
Stepping in.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Input received. Let's go. Pressing buttons. Alright, so we know where we're going this time. Don't think there's anything down here, is there? Okay. I wish I could read these notes. But at least we know we can't go down here. Okay, continuing along. At least you can go in the broom closet without him telling you anything. Yeah. Da 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 da. Just gotta click everything. It's like playing the original Stanley Parable all over again. Except for the fact that, so far, except for like one thing, it's the same Stanley Parable. Da-da-da. Can you still go out the window? Not that there'd be much of a reason to go out the window at this time. Not that you can go out the window at this time. Alright, continuing along. You are now leaving the Stanley Parable. Thanks for playing. Escape pod bay. This door is weirdly bright. Elevators without buttons, how dare they? Where are they? Yeah, we'll just keep going. What's the point of playing a new game if you don't explore it? Ah, I always wish I could take the elevator. If there were a hole in the railing, I'd jump out. That's the same room again. 757. 758, but it's the same room over there. Ding, ding, ding. It's just getting darker and darker. Let's close this curtain. It's probably blocking the view of the light. There we go. I can see slightly more in the dark now. Launch pod escape bay. And then remember that usually it doesn't work because you can't actually... I cannot see a thing. Oh, there we go. Everything the same here? So far. Ya-da-da. Beep. Alright, moving along.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Gets that ending
What
out
could
of the
it
way.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I got this hallway again. Weird.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I check all the computers? We'll be back.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Thank you. I really want the pliers on the top shelf. Door physics are weird. If you're running into the door, it doesn't open. I'm gonna use it to glitch out of bounds.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ba-da-ba. Here we are in the bathroom again. You know, I don't know what you were talking about a hot tub. There's no bathtub in here. Why would you want to take a bath at the office? Just doesn't make sense. Well, that's a door. Hang on. Who's swinging out the other way? Doors. Alright, moving along.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard that number before in my life. How could I ever find out what the password is?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
8.
2845.
8. 8. Wonder if there's anything else around
but
here.
it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Isn't that fun? The keyboard, if you press the wrong buttons enough time, it will just let you through anyways. What kind of a secure system is that? Alright, any new anything around here? I want to go to the countdown ending, but I don't want to go to the countdown ending.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Can I go back up?
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
Okay, this I don't
Why did Stanley
remember.
do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
Okay,
well, that's a great question.
I'm fairly
I just
certain
can't
this
wait to
one's
find
new.
out.
Gotta trust my gut and say this is a new ending. Other than the fact that there's no wall here. Okay. Heading back to the boss's office. Narrator?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other.
Yep.
Weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Thanks, narrator. Anyone remember what the code is? I want to press the code into the door again and see what happens. Ba-ba-ba. Let's just try the code again now that I've Googled it. 2845. No? Nothing? Cool. Feels like should be able to do something. You know, because we're back up here. Still nothing. I mean, the chat says to watching, but well, I guess we're heading back down, seeing what happens. Gotta try all the options.
Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Well, you see, when I was a young boy in Drusselstein.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Nah. Is this the same corridor? I might be imagining things.
Stanley walked straight
Yeah.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator.
Up.
I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
It could very well be the boss's office. 2 viewers, it's the most I've ever had ever. Oh. Well. Okay, that's a little disconcerting. Is that the word, disconcerting? I don't know. It's a little concerning, but there's no option to press the buttons again.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me.
Absolutely.
Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Stanley Parable, please hold.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, welcome back.
Prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Sitting here dancing to the music.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Thank you. Alright. Could you type this number into chat so that I don't have to keep pulling up a second tab? 28... That's 20. 45, 2045, I guess. What happens if I type in the original, year that the Stanley Parable came out? Probably nothing here. Okay, 2845. Yeah. Type that in so I don't have... so I can speedrun very effectively later. Piano. Alright. Keep feeling like there should be something down this way, but... Is... Oh, it... This is... most... definitely something. Forward? Doesn't sound like I'm moving, but... just the fact there's like a black space here makes me feel like should be something, right? I'm moving again. Oh, never mind. Some days you just get lost in your own headspace. In a small, dark corner of the office. Hoping for... something. Well, back down the stairs, I guess.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Absolutely.
I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's
Thanks, narrator.
Just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Yep. Eat your heart out, Marvel Disney. Yeah, that sparking's apparently normal.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Do. Oh, he's not even narrating it this time.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments.
I did think this elevator was going too
fast. Moment
fast.
that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters?
Yeah.
Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're
What's
the one who
humming
took
over
this
there?
bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it.
Yep.
This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive.
Who leaves
That's
boxes
why
on a
people like you
walkway?
so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition.
Absolutely.
You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you. So
Ooh.
that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
You see that? That's storytelling without dialogue. All eyes on Stanley, live on stage. Ah da da. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How he did it. The pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. Stanley live on stage. Alright, it seems like I gotta do something away from the keyboard, so I'll be back in a little bit here. Let's move that. The end is never the end, it's an end card. Alright, muting. Alright, welcome back. Did anyone miss me? I didn't miss me. Okay, I think everything's back in place. I mean, this is definitely a new ending. An evening with world peace baby. That's a screenshot if I ever saw one. Stanley Parable.
Yes, here it is, just through this door.
Okay, that's a walk-through table. World's first sentient machine. Alright. I'm gonna check the... Nope, still can't. I mean, I really want to go back down the elevator. It's just kind of part of me, you know? It just feels like somewhere I belong. I don't quite think that's the same baby. Alright. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. I'm still kind of like... It feels like I'm gonna walk in here and it's
Are you ready?
gonna be the
I've told
office
them you're going
again.
to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you.
National
Go get 'em.
Geographic. I like work, I just hate my boss. What do we got? Break a leg, champ, your boss. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife. From the apartment ending. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are too cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on, break a leg, champ again. I love the way you ride the elevator from a secret admirer. Cool. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from? Little golf thing. Wallpaper reminds me of the demo. 8. I played the demo. Ha! Yeah, it does look like the demo. I went to the mind control facility and all I got was this lousy sticker. Narrator Airlines. Wish you were here. Aloha from the Freedom ending. References. And a golf ball. I can't hit it. Alright. The dude who came up with pizza. Nice. Cut. That's a surprisingly dark door. Let's go. Surprising. Down, then up, then down, then... This is loud. I mean, it's just like a real crowd. I'd like to... Well, I would have liked to thank the little people. Up. I remember it! The button ending! Yes! Buttons. Let's turn this down just a little bit. Buttons! I love buttons. Yes. I'm gonna press every button in the room. Look at that line of buttons. It's amazing. Second row is kind of making me... Button pusher's dream. Have we reached the... Oh, the buttons come back after a while, so... Apparently there's... no use to pressing any of the buttons. Nice to know. Can I reach any of those buttons up there? I can press the top row of buttons. Look at that. I put my mark on this world by pushing buttons. baby. Triple. Yeah, buttons. Yeah. I mean, isn't this just every gamer's dream? Pushing buttons. Because that's what I've been doing this whole game. Just pushing buttons. Getting from point A to point B. B stands for buttons. Yeah! Ah. So that's where you add new endings. You just add a new button to press. Yeah. Buttons. Okay. It's good enough for me. I think I've got time for one more ending before I gotta get to places.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know, I was going for the completely contrary ending, but when you're presented with this kind of door, you can't help but go, you know? I mean...
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Can't even go that way, but new content. New content, baby. Yeah. Woo-hoo-hoo. Of course, they were gonna throw a thing in your face that says new content. It's the meta commentary of it all.
Hello, and thank you for playing The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Yeah.
As you may know, The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Yeah.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yeah.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Kind of feels
Oh, well,
weird.
this sounds delightful.
Just a different
I'm
narrator.
very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Aw, I was hoping for an elevator prompt like last time where you'd go back. Nope. Alright.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we
Alright,
go.
Finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Can't wait for new content, baby.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
I mean,
it's as
you-
if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Yeah. Back in the elevator. Sorry, I'm just an elevator kind of guy.
All right. All right, let's see. It's
Oh.
the jump circle.
This. Sorry, just... There's a whole achievement about not being able to jump, so the fact that there's... It's finally happening! I can jump, but only in the circle. Yes! Oh, baby. Yeah! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Oh! Yeah, yeah! Ah! It's only long-time fans of the Stanley Parable that would get excited just... Yeah! Look at me. I'm cracking up because... Just because there's a circle you can jump in. Yeah! Yeah! Does that mean I'm only allowed, like, 4, 3, 2, 1? Yep. I can't jump anymore. It's fun while it lasted, absolutely. I'm kind of like bouncing in my chair here because it's just such a amazing thing. Groundbreaking.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Yeah. Let's go. New content. Next, I'm going to be able to, like... I mean, nothing can beat just
Goodness.
jumping.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Anything
It's
that
just
happens after this
elevators and
point...
jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I mean,
If
the
this is new
jumping's
content,
like...
then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now
with
over
1,000
1,000
hours of new content.
And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I mean, can it beat jumping? Can it beat jumping? Like, there's absolutely no way that it could beat jumping. Okay, slightly distractible. A chair. Railing.
That's it?
Round of applause all
Kidding me,
around.
You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy
You say that, but
And
it's
don't
been
get
in,
me
like,
started on the
production
level
for the
of
past
craftsmanship
several
that's gone into it.
years.
In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such
I absolutely
expectations.
enjoyed it, though.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Do I have to press the... Okay, yeah. Don't think the ending's over just yet. But I mean, what more could there be? What was it? 36 jumps? That's like... amazing. Just mind-boggling. I'm still caught up on the junk. I'm gonna be thinking about jumping all day. Just... that's my life now. Just... jumps. Just... Just... If I make a clip, that's just gonna be it. Just... guy freaks out about being able to jump for...
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Among Us? Does this lead back to... I mean... well, we're going this way. Among Us. Woo!
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
But I
So
enjoyed
made
the
something
new stuff.
special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Is this Elder Scrolls or Elden Ring? Can
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I mean, yeah, sure. But whatever this is, it's not gonna beat the jumping. Don't forget the Stanley Parable. Zone, sweet zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone
Oh, look at
remind
that,
you
the
of how
Steam page.
wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched?
No, I don't remember
Back
at
then,
all.
Video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
Freedom
Oh,
ending.
the waste.
Huh. It's the map from the broom closet ending. He really liked it. It's about... I don't know what time of day it is. Our first kiss, our first car, the release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Ah, the narrator made the game. Cool. Ah, postcards. Postcards. Got that. The original remake. Linguists identify 15,000-year-old ultra-conservative... That doesn't matter. Look at this. They did it again. British Academy of Film Television Awards awarded to The Last of Us. They did it again with joking about The Last of Us. They did that in the first trailer for this. 2014 Audience Award. Collector's Edition. Can I take this home with me? I want it. Good times, hallways, endings. Ah, such nostalgia for a game I didn't play all that much. Smile because it happened. I still liked the jumping. I'm not gonna lie. $1. Cool. Stanley Parable demo. Ah, memories. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Impossible achievement, yeah. Ah. Nominee for all sorts of things. The New York Times, I don't think they probably wouldn't put it in there. Oh, that's the Marilla ending. Ah. Loving memory of Little Stanley. I don't know Little Stanley. That is a fairly impassable flower. Okay, sorry to cut the experience short, but I gotta get going here shortly, so I'll be back in a while, but I'll be back. I'll just leave it paused here. Thanks everyone for coming. Alright.